Hopefully a quick video today. I just wanted to talk about my boas and talk about Leo in particular. He's up there at the top of the shelf in the closet. A little humming sound is my ceramic heater right there. And that is on a thermostat, digital thermostat. And I got that set to about 90, 89 degrees, and it shuts this little heater on and off as a precautionary secondary method to ensure that it doesn't overrun and get too hot in here. That is my godsend, life-saving snake warmer right there. That is purely great. I've been doing it now for 3 years. Bulletproof, really good. And at first I was relying on the thermostat on the little small heater there, and it did pretty well. But then if you came in here and you accidentally bumped it and walked out, you could easily get it up to 99 degrees in here or 100 degrees, and that was too hot, and you wouldn't have known that you had bumped it. And that is set right here. There's a high and a low, and you can set the thermostat right here. So I set that as close to 88, 89 as I can, and then this is the secondary method that turns it on and off so it doesn't run amok and go crazy and overheat. So that works out really well. I never thought about using a thermostat in the same way with a little small heater down here. So this works out really, really well. It keeps it nice and warm in here. But the purpose of the video is Leo. There he is. Whenever I open the door and I come in here and work on things, he puts his head down and actually comes down at me, extends down towards me. Pretty cool that he does that. He's really interested in what I'm doing. Hopefully the video is my phone is going to focus on his head. One thing that I never really noticed about snakes, maybe because their eyes are more black and dark, Leo's eyes are slitted, slit eye like a cat, kind of like, I don't know. I guess a cat's not the same, but his little slit there goes, vertically, and his eyes move with, he can look at you like a human. Our eyes move around to focus on things, and obviously we all know that, but I never really thought about or noticed before because I can't see the eyes, but Leo's eyes move around and track with he's paying attention. That's really cool about a snake. People just think they're mindless, dumb little just eating machines or biting machines, and I come in here and his little eyes follow me, and that's showing interest and paying attention to me. When I walk or when I hold him or look at him, he watches me. He's thinking. So they're a little, I don't know. I'm trying to speak clearly here, but you think of a snake and you think their eyes are fixed. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But his eyes will rotate around, inside. I know that membrane's that outer part of his eye is fixed, and it's not moving, but inside that there is a little eyeball, and it tracks you when he's trying to pay attention to you. My other boas, two smaller boas, have dark eyes, so you can't see the inner workings of their eyes and them, paying attention to you and following you, their interest. But hopefully I'm picking it up now. Trying to do my best job. Also, too, I was in here the other day, and Leo was late at night. I turned the light on, probably disturbed him, but I was up here. One of the snakes pooped up here. They're potty trained. Now, I don't know if you knew that, or if that's something unique to me. In my situation, the snakes, the 4 boas that I have in here, they will not poop in the rest of this closet. I have up here, you know, an area up here. I have a little shelf right here. I have the cages. They like to hang out over here, and then I have this entire floor, and they can go poop anywhere they want, but they go into the cages with a substrate to poop, like 99%, 99.5% of the time. So they're potty trained. They'll go into this bottom cage right here. Let me turn this light on. I leave it cracked here in the back so they can go in and out of this cage, and they do all the time. They'll go in here in that hide and sleep down there in that hide. There's a hide, was a hide down there on the floor on the carpet. That's my ladder step stool that helps me to get up and work up top there. But there's also a hide in here. Hide box right there. And then I have different hide boxes in here. Hide box there. Hide box there. And a hide box over there. And Manny likes to hide in that log. That's his little safe spot. So all this cool stuff going on, but one of them pooped up there. And I had to come in late night because it was starting to really stink, and I started cleaning it, and Leo was right there, and he was upset with me cleaning it, and he bit me on the thumb. I'll show you a picture of after it happened, and it bled. It wasn't bad. I just don't like being bit, but he reached out and got me. It was clear that it was not a defensive bite. It was I was just upset him, and he didn't want me up there, and he reached out and grabbed my thumb, but let go immediately. And then, I mean, immediately after he bit me, he hightailed it into that rear hide back there. I mean, within a minute or 30 seconds, he had moved from right here back in and hauled into that rear little, you know, ceramic little hide, so-called looking rock, and hid in there. So he was pretty weird. I mean, he knew, you know, that I would be unhappy, but he didn't like me up there, so he tagged me on my thumb and immediately hauled ass to get away. And let go, didn't grab onto me, just immediately just bit down, let go, and took off. So, you know, he knew I wasn't food. He just didn't like what I was doing. And that's, I think, the first time I've actually been bit by Leo. Look at him. He's cool. Let's see if I can get him to look. I don't want to get bit again, but he's constantly following me, looking, thinking, you know, wondering what I'm doing, thinking if I'm bringing food in, what I'm going to do. But that's really cool. So you can see his eyes, really detailed. That's one thing I like about Leo. You can see his eyes, light-colored head. Still love him. He bit me on the thumb, but no big deal. It bled. Maybe I just am an easy bleeder. And it wasn't a terrible bite, but I don't like it anyways. I don't like being bit. It's really scary. It startles you. It jerks you back. Or at least me. And so they're still small, so they're not that bad of bites. But still, like I said, I don't like them. That's my video. That's my snake closet. I just have the cages in there so I can separate the snakes if I need to. I have 4 of my boas in there. I have a dwarf. They're all I think, considered dwarf because they're not growing much over 4 feet. All of them, they're just really growing very slowly. I'm feeding them. I'm not starving them. I'm feeding them pretty well, and they're just not growing. You can see there's Manny and my Nicaraguan boa, and one of the Sonoran leopard boa or the other leopard boa is down there. Both the females. Manny, the bigger one, is the Nicaraguan boa. And Manny, I think that's Paisley. Paisley and Manny have something going on. Carmela's somewhere else in the cage, and one of those hide boxes are up here, and one of these hide boxes up here. That's it. End the video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.